Hello, in this video we're going to explain how to set up basic job accounting on the new Kyocera Task Alpha series. We will be setting up basic job accounting with two account codes, a black and white account code that we restrict to only black and white copy and black and white print, and a color account code that is unrestricted and has full access. We are going to be using the machine's command center by entering its IP address in an internet browser. You can obtain the machine's IP address at the display panel by selecting Device Information. Now log in as the administrator using admin with the capital A as the username and CONC3PTS, or in other words concepts with a 3 in place of the E, as the password. If this is the first time using job accounting, it must be turned on. Under Management, select Job Accounting, Settings, and select On. Job accounting is now turned on, but we have no accounts associated with it. Next, click the Add Account button. This is where we create new job accounting codes. Here's where we set the account ID or password associated with the black and white user, or it could be a department or an individual account. In this instance, we're going to use 1234. Anybody that logs into this device with the account code 1234 will be associated with the account named black and white. Now we're going to set restrictions. Since this is a black and white user, we don't want them to have any color usage at all. So for full color and single color access copying, we're going to say reject usage. We don't want to put any other restrictions on their ability to copy. We're going to restrict their access to printing color as well, and if we scroll down the page, we can see that we can also restrict their scan usage or their fax usage. So in review, this is a black and white user with an account ID of 1234 that has no copy restrictions as far as how many copies they can do, but they aren't allowed to do any full color copies, single color copies, or full color prints. They can only copy and print in black and white. Now we hit Submit. Next, let's create a color user. The creation of the color user is much easier because it's very straightforward since there will be no restrictions. All we have to do is click Add Account, give it the account name Color, and assign the account ID to go with that account. So anybody that logs in with the account ID 000 will be associated with Color, and they will have no restrictions at all. You could put a restriction on the user by turning restrictions on for a particular function and either rejecting complete usage of an object or ability or set a counter limit on a particular function. For instance, if we put a counter limit of 1,000 here, that means that they would only be able to do up to 1,000 color copies. But again, this is an item with no restrictions, so I'm going to just hit Submit. Now we have two account IDs created. Black and white associated with 1234 and color associated with 0000. We can go ahead and close the command center. Now everyone must log in with an account ID at the copier's display. If I log in with 1234, it's going to identify me as a black and white user, and if I try to make a color copy, it's going to be restricted by job accounting. If I log out and log back in with my color account code 000, I have full access and can make single color, full color, or black and white copies. Now that we've set up job accounting on the copier, we have to associate one of the job account codes with the print driver. First, we need to access the control panel and then go to Devices and Printers. We set up job accounting on this particular Kyocera. We need to right click on this one and go to Printer Properties. Then we want to go to Device Settings. Click on Administrator and go to the Job Accounting tab. Currently I have job accounting turned on and using account code 1234. And if you remember from the earlier part of this video, 1234 was associated with the black and white user. We're going to leave it like this for now, and we're going to hit OK and OK. Now let's open up WordPad, and we're going to try to print this document that has red text in it by selecting File and Print. We're going to choose the Kyocera, and to find out what happens, we're going to send it in full color. Remember, we're using the job accounting code 1234 that was associated with black and white only. If I hit OK and print and look at the display of the machine, we see that it says an error has occurred with the print job. If I select the status button, we can see that it cannot process this job because it's restricted by job accounting. This job will automatically be deleted from the queue and nothing will occur. So let's go back to the driver one more time. This time we're going to go into Printer Properties and Device Settings, Administrator, Job Accounting, and instead of telling the driver to always use the specific account ID, we're going to request that the user be prompted and ask for the account ID they want to use for this particular job. This is handy if you're trying to track the different accounts or departments. We're going to hit OK. We're going to print this job one more time. We're going to leave it set at color, so we're going to hit OK and select Print. Now we are prompted for which account ID to use, and because I wanted this printed, and I do want it in color, I'm going to use my color department ID, which is 0000, and hit OK. The print job passes through and prints in color. This concludes our training session. Thank you for your time today.